Hello guys, welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. There is a message that I want to share with you guys. Strange things do happen in this world. The message reads like this. Hello brother, please post for me as hidden identity. I have come here to your platform looking for advice and help. I am a man who is currently working here in South Africa, and I am working as a truck driver. I am a man who has 5 kids right now, but my wife, the wife that I am staying with, the one that I met when I was here in South Africa, she does not even know that I have 3 kids there in Zim. When I was still in Zim, I met my wife and we got married to each other. Then God blessed us with 3 beautiful kids. This wife of mine, whom I met when I was still in Zim, she has never been to South Africa. Whenever she wanted to come to South Africa, I always give her a lot of excuses. And as a woman who is humble and as a woman who thinks that all that I am doing here in South Africa is looking for money so that we can try to build a better future for our family. But she is wrong about that. When I came here to South Africa, it was in the year 2006. That was when I met this other woman. This woman was from Mozambique, and when I met her, she told me that she was an orphan. And when she grew up, she said that she grew up on an orphanage. It was a Roman Catholic orphanage there in Mozambique. And when she was mature, she didn't want to end up being a sister, so she decided to run away from the Roman Catholic orphanage. Then she came here to South Africa. That was when she started working. I was really pleased because when I met her, she was a little bit young, fit to be my wife. She didn't have a child yet. We had our first child together. Then God blessed us with a second kid. When we met Brother Nashi, we started staying together, and she was quite a hard-working woman. And as I was staying with her at that time, I didn't even have any idea of me being a truck driver. She then started encouraging me to go back to Zim so that I can get a driver's license. And after I had gotten that driver's license, I used to go to some trucking companies and I used to pay those trucking companies so that they can give me some working experience. I used to go around with a lot of different trucks not being paid. And the reason why I was able to work for so many trucking companies without getting paid at the end of the day, it was because of the support that my wife, the one that I met here in South Africa, gave me. Whenever I would go out just working as an assistant driver, she would make sure that she would give me money, like pocket money. This woman, she assisted me to realize my dreams. When I met this woman, even though I knew that I wanted her to become my wife, I never thought that our relationship was going to be this way. I thought that maybe we were only going to stay together since we were just 2 foreigners that had met each other in a foreign land, and I never thought that our love had a future. Even when she fell pregnant, I never even wanted that baby that she was carrying, but I just said that a child is a gift from God. But with the way that she used to plan, I then fell in love with her because whenever she would have money, the way that she used to budget that money and the way that she used to plan, it really made me to fall in love. So I used to compare her with my wife that I had left back home in Zim. All that she wanted to do was to build just a small house there in the village, no dreams at all. But this woman who was from Mozambique, she was quite a dreamer, someone who was ambitious, and she wanted a man who was going to assist her so that she can reach her goals and her targets. And when she gave me the money to go home and to apply for a license, she said that you are my investments. Even now, Brother Nashi, whenever she will be speaking with me, she keep on saying that I am her investment, and she made the correct decision by deciding to invest her money in me, because me and her and our children here in South Africa, we are living quite a comfortable life. But as for my wife and my 3 kids that I left in Zim, they are struggling a lot. Sometimes I do manage to send them some money, but there are times that I can't even manage. The only way that I am able to raise the money is when I am going around. I do pick up a lot of people so that I can get some money. And the money that I get from this side hustle, my wife, the one that I stay with here in South Africa, she does not know about this thing. As of late, what I did is that I purchased a car and I placed it on Bolt. And this wife that I have here in South Africa, she does not know about it. So all the profits that I get from that car that is operating on Bolt, I then send that money back home to Zim without the knowledge of my wife, the one that I have here in South Africa. At that time, when she assisted me to go and get a driver's license in Zim, she gave me 15,000 rands because I didn't even know a thing about operating a truck. So I was starting from scratch. A lot of money was required. I then went back home, and when I went back home, I lied to my wife and I told her that all the time that I had been in South Africa, I had been working and raising this money so that I can be able to apply for my documents and the license. My wife was really excited, the one that I had left there in Zim, thinking that our life was going to change, but it was not to be so. When I returned back to South Africa, me and my Mozambican wife, we continued with our life. Now the problem that I am facing right now, Brother Nash, is that this Mozambican wife of mine, she has been giving me a lot of pressure. She said that she is willing to go with me back to Mozambique because she wants us to settle in Mozambique. I am afraid that if I tell her that I cannot settle with her in Mozambique, because she said that if I go with her, it will be quite easy if we were to apply for citizenship there in Mozambique. But my brother, I am afraid that the moment that I will start to do this, what if the truth will come out into the open and she will know that all these years I had been keeping this secret from her? What should I do, Brother Nashi? Should I take that opportunity to relocate with my Mozambican wife back to her country in Mozambique? And how am I going to manage it? Because when I am here in South Africa, it is quite easy for me to lie to her that there are things that need to be done there in Zim. Then I'll just travel to Zim for a couple of weeks. I'll be back here in South Africa. But I think that going to Mozambique, it is going to be quite challenging because from the area where she comes from in Mozambique, it is quite a very long journey for me to be traveling between Mozambique and Zim, unless if I get a job opportunity whereby I'll be driving a cross-border truck that will be traveling between Mozambique, South Africa and Zim, then I'll be able to continue with this secret of mine. I do not want her to be heartbroken because she is quite an ambitious woman. I know that if I stick to her, eventually I am going to become a rich man, but I am afraid that she might find out that I have been keeping this secret from her. Is it a secret that needs to be kept hidden, or should I just tell her? Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our brothers. He was saying that he is from Zim, currently working in South Africa as a truck driver, and he is asking for advice. Strange things do happen in this world.